Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of your elect. Hey, Shalom. It is exciting times that we're in. We're seeing, the pieces being put into place. The ceasefire in Gaza has ended. The small hats are fighting the war on 8 fronts. Over the weekend, they struck the Houthis with the help of Babylon the Great, which is in Yemen. And hey, these are beautiful, beautiful times. So this is just 2 quick videos, going into France and the U.S. And hey, eventually, the end. We know the end. Eventually, all these countries that the Babylon the Great, U.S. was allies with, or thought they were allies with, they're all going to turn on her. They're all going to shoot arrows on her and burn this whore with fire. And for good riddance. So, in the meanwhile, we're seeing the things play out. We're seeing the things take place. We're watching the drama unfold.
Financial cuts at the top of Donald Trump's political agenda and his decision to spearhead a plan to end the war in Ukraine. Party leader Raphael Glucksmann took aim at supporters of the US president in the French political sphere.
Let's make sure we never, ever let the Trump and Musk fan club into our country. Give us back the Statue of Liberty. We gave it to you as a gift, but apparently you despise it.
Glucksmann's words echo those of Claude Maluret, a French senator whose speech in Parliament in March strongly criticised Trump's decision to distance himself from his long-term allies. In reference to Trump's decision to open the conversation with Vladimir Putin, Maluret said that the war in Ukraine is being fought against a dictator, now supported by a traitor.
Never in history has a US president given in to the enemy. Never has any president supported an aggressor against an ally. The message Trump is sending us is that there is no point in being his ally because he won't defend you. He will impose more tariffs on you than on his enemies, and he will threaten to seize your territories while supporting the dictators who invade you.
One study published last month found that 59% of French people would describe Donald Trump as a dictator. Another found that 73% no longer consider the United States to be an ally.
That's what we want to do.
Let's talk about...
is now a member of the European Parliament from France, who does not think the U.S. represents the values of the Statue of Liberty anymore. They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So they should be very grateful to our great country.
There you see it. There you see it. All the nations, the EU, the part of that are part of the beast, they're seeing the whore for what it is, for what she is, and they're calling her out. And like the whore that the whore is, she's gonna speak just more and more proudly. Just talk more and more shit. So here, this is I'm gonna get this first before I go back. This is Daniel chapter 7 and 19, because we're in the 4th beast. The 4 beasts represent 4 different kingdoms that were here on the earth. So this 4th beast represents Rome, the Roman Empire. And we're in the latter end of the Roman Empire. You can read Daniel chapter 2, going into the statue with the head of gold, the chest of silver, the thighs of bronze, the feet of... the legs of iron, and the feet of iron and miry clay. And in that statue, we're in the part of the iron and the miry clay, which represents these different, it's partly strong and partly weak. And right now we're in back to Daniel 7, and I'll just read Daniel chapter 7 and verse 19. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others. So what made it diverse was it had a senate, whereas kingdoms before it would have kings. This one it had elections, a senate, Caesars, elected officials. So then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. So this teeth and claws, or his nails, I should say, was this military might. You know, being the sword, the military tactics, because they basically conquered everyone in the region, in that Mediterranean region. But now they have a global, they have rule over the earth. Verse 20, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up. So the 10 horns representing 10 vassal states that Rome ruled over. You know, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, which represents, you know, Britain, Spain, and was it France? Those were the 3 powers or kingdoms that were here in America before America was truly born or became America. So America sprung up out of those 3, which really sprang up out of the British, out of England. So, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. So this mouth that spake very great things, this is speaking all kinds of trash, speaking very proudly. You know, saying that, like I saw in the video, well, you should thank America. Without us, you would be speaking German. You know, saying things like that. Saying things like, this is not the Gulf of Mexico, this is the Gulf of America. Saying things like, we're going to annex, you know, Canada, Greenland. You know, things like that. Speaking very bold and proudly. So let's look at this word for stout real quick. 1144, call all Yahweh Shmi Al Shai. Stout, etymology. Let's just go to Wiktionary.org. Look it up in English. Modern French, stout to mean proud, bold, proud. Meaning strong in body, powerfully built, is attested first attested in 1386, but has been to a large extent displaced by the euphemistic meaning thick-bodied, fat, and large. And that's most Americans. Fat, large and bulky, proud, haughty. That's where it's going into. To be haughty, to be proud. This is the etymology. Let's see here. Self-important, high, lofty, conveying in demeanor the assumption of superiority, disdainful, supercilious. Sorry. The assumption of superiority. So they think they're better than everybody. They assume that, but it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that puts you in this position. It's not that you do your own, you know, thing. You didn't do it. The Most High gave you, you know, this land. The Most High gave you the sword. The Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, gave you the nuclear bomb. The Most High gave you the blessing of the sword. He gave you the blessing to be a deceitful snake that you are. So also in the video, you had a politician He said, among the lines of this, the rich, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 3, the rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. So, even this man, he's done all kinds of wrong around the world, but he doesn't care. Like Debo, what bike, what chain, what $200? That's my money. This nigga's gone all around the world doing that stuff, but the poor people, they gotta. The poor of the world, they gotta speak softly and hope. Hey, look at Jake. They gotta come to him. The civil rights movement. Oh, please, Mr. White Man, please treat me like an equal. Please let me vote. Please let me go to your schools. Sirach 13 and verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. So, like the video, if you got something he wants to use you for, he's all with you. Like he sees with Russia. Oh, Russia, they can help. They can do something. They got a lot of resources. They got the military might. Meanwhile, NATO, they not contributing to the military complex. They're not contributing any kind of money. They're not helping out with nothing. So we just gonna leave. Fuck them. We're going to side with the enemy. Which, you look at the history, this is what they always done. Propping up dictators, propping up vassal leaders, puppet leaders, supporting the opposition, funding rebel groups to topple the already established government. Hey, what else is new? This is Obadiah chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 1, and this is in the Amplified. And it says in the header, Edom will be humbled. The vision of Obadiah, thus says the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, concerning Edom. We have heard a report from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. An ambassador has been sent among the nations, saying, Arise and let us rise up against Edom for battle, with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai as the commander. So all these nations, they're gonna eventually raise up. They're gonna turn against Babylon. They're gonna shoot their arrows, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's spirit is gonna be in those missiles. The arrows being the ICBMs. The thermonuclear destruction that's coming. That's going to be, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to be in that fire. Verse 2, Behold, Edom, I shall humiliate you and make you small among the nations. So you're going to be humiliated. Your military is going to fail. Your economy is going to fail. You're going to be, this nation is going to be destroyed coast to coast. And you're going to be brought down to nothing. You're going to be humiliated. You're going to be humbled. And you're going to go into slavery. Then after slavery, you're going to be rounded up and destroyed. Eradicated. Behold, Edom, I shall humiliate you and make you small among the nations. So you're already looking smaller and smaller. You're just, it says you are greatly despised. So people don't even, you're becoming more and more insignificant. People don't like you. People despise you. Matter of fact, let's look up that word, because that's despise. Just a quick Google definition: to feel contempt or a deep repugnance for. So let's look at that. A deep repugnance. Deep repugnance. It says. This is just quick Google again. It says intense disgust. So people feel deeply and intense disgust for you. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting whore. You make people wretch. You give people a bad taste in their mouth. Let's look up this word for disgust. A feeling of revulsion or strong disapproval aroused by something unpleasant or offensive. So you're very offensive. You are very disapproved around the world. Hey, it's the matter of fact, that face right there, that's how people that's how people feel for you. Ugh. It's like you just having fun. Is this the man? No. It's like it. All right, back to the scriptures. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2 in the AMP. Behold, Edom, I shall humiliate you and make you small among the nations. You are greatly despised. The pride and arrogance of your heart have deceived you. So your pride, your loftiness, thinking that you're bigger and better than what you are. Meanwhile, you're the lowest of the low. You're the base man of the earth. You're the wicked. You're a piece of shit. Why is Earth and Ashes proud? You ain't nothing. You don't even thank Yahweh Shemi Shai for the things that he's allowed you to do, the position that he's allowed you to be in. You think that you did it. You think that you did all this all by yourself without the help of nobody. Meanwhile, you've used everybody. You've abused them, drained them. The pride and arrogance of your heart have deceived you. You who lived in the clefts in the lofty security of the rock, whose dwelling place is high, who say boastfully in your heart, who will bring me down to the earth? So you say, hey, who's gonna bring me down? Ain't nobody touch this. I got all kinds of weapons, cyber weapons, all kinds of things, satellites, this, that, got lasers. I got diseases. I got the diplomacy. I can put tariffs on you. I can do this. I can do that. Who's going to touch me? Can't nobody touch me. Though you build your nest on high like the eagle, and the eagle is a proud looking bird. Just look at the national bird, the bald eagle. Look how proud that bird looks. And then when they put the sound on it, I don't know if you know, whoever's listening, they used to show that the eagle, they would hear that cry that the eagle would make, that whatever it is. The actual eagle don't even sound like that. They took that sound from a different bird and then, dubbed it over the eagle. So they just been lying all around. So though you build your nest on high like the eagle, and though you set your nest among the stars, being high and lofty, even having the space stations, being able to go into space, SpaceX, all them satellites, everything up in the earth, in the heavens. Though you set your nest among the stars, I will bring you down from there, says Yahweh Shemi Shai. So Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to bring you down. You're going to be so humbled that people are going to pass by you and be like, this is who? This is the man? This is them that made the earth to tremble? And that's it for that. This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which the beast representing NATO, the horns representing the EU. These are interchangeable. These shall hate the whore. So hey, you see the hatred building up more and more. Hey, these NATO countries, it's interchangeable because the same countries Some of them are in NATO. They're also in EU. And some of them are in NATO but not part of EU. Some are part of EU and not part of NATO. But it's still pretty much interchangeable. So, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. These nations, you see it with France. You see it building up in the EU, in NATO countries. They hate this place. They called him a traitor. It says to the G3404, Miseo, to love, no, to hate, to pursue a hatred, to detest. Dislike intensely. They hate you. They hate you. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And who is that fire? That thermonuclear destruction. The ICBMs. This place is going to go up coast to coast, on fire, burning for generation and generation. You're going to be able to see it from space. You're going to be able to see the smoke rising from other countries. The other nations, they're going to have their news broadcasts catching all the smoke. It's going to be a beautiful day for the elect. This is Jeremiah. I'll start at verse 50 and verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. Who is that? Britain, England. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Because of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. So this place, Babylon the Great. This isn't speaking of ancient Babylon. This is modern day Babylon. Spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. This place here. This place is going to be uninhabited. From coast to coast, it's going to be a desert. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend a bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So all that bend the bow, all that have nuclear weapons, a nuclear arsenal. Every nation that has nuclear arms, they're gonna shoot them on Babylon the Great, this whore. And I'll close out with this. This is Isaiah chapter 34. And I'll start at verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. So, again, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. So, describing the mushroom clouds, describing the destruction that's getting ready to take place here on Babylon the Great. And all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, as the falling fig from the fig tree. Describing how the missiles is going to fall. Verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. So the sword, the ICBMs, it's going to go into the heavens and then come back down, like an arcing motion. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. So this sword, this thermonuclear destruction is coming upon Idumea. Not the ancient place where Petra is, but modern day Idumea. This is the mainland here, Babylon the Great, America, North America, USA. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Who's that? The Idumeans. The so-called white man. The sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats. with the fat of kidneys of rams. For Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So this place here, Babylon the Great, is like a big altar. And it's going to be burnt up. Verse 7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. So this is payback from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You touched the apple of the Lord's eye, which is the Israelites, his elect. You did a big no-no. You shouldn't have done that. But, hey, good riddance to you. Fuckhead ass nigga. Verse 8. For it is the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. So, hey, this place is going to be completely destroyed. From coast to coast. Nothing left here. It's going to be burning for generations. Hey, it's going to be beautiful. The kind of judgment that this place is going to get. And it deserves it. It's well deserved. So, hey, let this nation keep doing its thing. Let it keep going down the path that it's going, because this is going to be the end of it. This is the final destination for you, Babylon the Great, America, and good for you. And Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Hey, Shalom.